Today's Words of Wisdom, World Vegan, World Peace, A Conscious Choice, will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese or Vietnamese, Chinese, Dutch, English, French, German, Hebrew, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Thai, Turkish, and Urdu. More languages are available online. For your special language, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/subtitles. As an internationally renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, poet, and artist, Supreme Master Ching Hai has also been an advocate for peace and the environment, as well as an animal lover. Caring deeply for the earth and all its inhabitants, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been urgently raising awareness on the stark reality of climate change, with a steadfast determination to preserve our beautiful planet. Tirelessly accepting numerous invitations to conferences, media interviews, and other events, Supreme Master Ching Hai has helped to clarify and prioritize the vegan solution for humankind, grounded in both extensive scientific research as well as profound inner spiritual knowledge. Supreme Master Ching Hai also sends a message of encouragement for government leaders and citizens throughout the world, which is to act nobly for the survival and happiness of all beings, now and for generations to come. Stemming from the vision of a peaceful and loving world for the future, World Vegan, World Peace, A Conscious Choice was a special conference that was broadcast live globally on Supreme Master Television, featuring an insightful interview with Supreme Master Ching Hai by the Honorable Frank Avila, Vegan Commissioner of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago in the United States of America. Joining the discussion were the Honorable Patricia Horton, Commissioner of the same distinguished government agency, and Ms. Sherry Avila, a vegan teacher and docent for the Loyola University Museum of Art and for the Irish American Heritage Center. Setting aside precious time from her full schedule, Guest of Honor, Supreme Master Ching Hai, candidly shared her thoughts on ways toward world peace and restoring nature's balance. The event also celebrated compassion and the environment through performances by American and international artists, including premiering songs set to music from the soulful poetry of Supreme Master Ching Hai. We now invite you to listen to the rebroadcast of the live conference entitled World Vegan, World Peace, A Conscious Choice at the University of Chicago, Illinois, USA on Thursday, August 11th, 2011. With Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Thank you, Commissioner Avila, Commissioner Horton, and Mrs. Avila. We applaud your initiative to contact Supreme Master Ching Hai, not only to express your appreciation of her as a humanitarian who genuinely cares about all beings, the environment, and the future of the planet, but also for her courageous actions. The perceptive questions posed and the insightful answers from Supreme Master Ching Hai resonated within all of us. At this moment, we would like to thank Vincent Fattar, President of VAFCON, Donna L. Montgomery, co-founder of the International Peacehood Society, Jean Hendricks, Executive Director of the HHN School of Performing Arts, Sherry Frank, Director of MAPS, Vanessa Muhammad, co-founder at Metropolitan Area Group for Igniting Civilization, or MAGIC, and James Wang, President and Editor for the Chinese American News. Now we'll begin the entertainment segment of the evening, followed by an amazing dinner, which will, of course, be 100% vegan.
To begin the entertainment portion of our program is Vegan Elite, Alex Arndt. In September 2010, Alex Arndt and the Sonic Universe album Sonic Paradigm debuted. The album included wonderful songs such as Love beyond the room, the inside of a rainbow, ignite the light, and love unconditionally. In an interview on Supreme Master Television, Alex observed that he sees Supreme Master Ching Hai as a light, a source of light for the entire world. Singing Love Unconditionally, let's welcome back to the stage Alice Arndt and Yvonne Smith as backup vocals.
Thank you. What's up, Chicago? We're going to turn it up a little bit, but thank you for being here, and please enjoy this song. To all of life, I'm writing you a letter. Give you all the love you've given me. With arms stretched out, we lift each other higher. When giving hands are open, they receive. May every hungry mouth be fed, every child a safe warm bed, all animals treated right, our lonely shadows brought to light. It's oh so easy to love unconditionally. Being grateful for what we have and letting the whole world see. It's so easy, baby. It's so easy, baby. It's so easy to love unconditionally. To all of life, I'm writing you this letter. I wanna give you all the love you've given me. May the sun dawn in our lives, peaceful reflections in our eyes, every leader speaking truth and pouring faith in all of the youth. Walk a mile in someone else's shoes, keep love alive even when you lose. Embrace the gifts from Mother Earth, feel the magic of the universe. It's oh so easy to love unconditionally. Being grateful for what we have and letting the whole world see. It's so easy, baby. It's so easy, baby. It's so easy to love unconditionally. What does it mean? It means accepting with an open heart. There's no expectations, no rules or regulations. It's oh so easy to love unconditionally. so easy, baby. It's so easy, baby. It's so easy to love unconditionally, isn't it? To all of life, I'm writing you this letter. I wanna give you all the love you've given me.
Thank you.
An outstanding performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Arndt and Yvonne Smith, please give them another round of applause. An award-winning singer-songwriter from Rio Verde, Goiás, Brazil, Sanuette Schultz, also a vegan, will perform the next song, which she has adapted to music, based on Supreme Master Ching Hai's poem, When You Said You Loved Me.
This same poem had also been inspired by Oscar and Emmy award-winning composer Bill Conti, who set it to music a year ago, and it was performed on the 4th anniversary of Supreme Master Television. This evening, Miss Sanuette Schultz will perform a Portuguese rendition of When You Said You Loved Me. Let's now welcome the lovely and talented Miss Sanuette Schultz.
Before Sanuette goes on, what did you think of our performance so far?
I think everything is lovely. In fact, there's some of the things that I can say.
I guess we'll get to that later.
Okay.
They're ready to go on. Thank you.
Quando você diz que me ama, todas as dores vão embora. Sobre a nuvem eu me elevo nas alturas, como cisne na montanha eu vou. Quando você diz que me ama, as dores vão embora. Sobre a nuvem eu me elevo nas alturas, como cisne na montanha eu vou, eu vou, eu vou. E você segura firme as minhas mãos, meu coração canta durante a noite, todas as estrelas brilham e a lua dança dentro de mim. Podemos manter esse momento mágico. Podemos manter esse momento mágico. Podemos ir onde o tempo para, onde o amor é sempre novo, onde os nossos sentimentos nunca vão se acabar. E o amor é uma bela canção pro mundo inteiro cantar junto. Quando você diz que me ama, todas as dores vão embora. Sobre a nuvem eu me elevo nas alturas, como cisne na montanha eu vou, eu vou. Quando você diz que me ama, nunca me deixe ser solitária. juntos vamos compartilhar o sonho que nunca se desvanece nunca. Quando você diz que me ama, todas as dores vão embora. Sobre a nuvem eu me elevo nas alturas, como o cisne na montanha eu vou. Quando você diz que me ama, quando você diz que me ama.
Wonderful, wonderful. Miss Samuel Cho. Let's give her another round of applause.
An award-winning Celtic singer from California with a nearly 5-octave range, Moira Grayland is equally at home singing a lead in an opera, playing the harp for a wedding reception, or giving a concert of a variety of stunning vocal selections accompanied on the pedal harp.
Tonight, accompanied on the piano by vegan composer Robin Chang, Moira will perform London, a song that had been adapted into music based upon a poem of Supreme Master Ching Hai by Robin Chang. Please welcome with a grand applause.
London is a big city. It's easy to feel at home, especially if you are in love with a special someone that you cannot be. I told myself, just forget him, but how? Like climbing mountains, inscribed in a corner of my heart are thousands of years of deep affection. If there is no such thing as reincarnation, oh come, I feel so bounded.
Once again, let's give our applause to Ms. Moira Garland and Robin Chang. A Word with the Buddha Stone Statue is a compelling poem written by Supreme Master Ching Hai in her latest poetry anthology, The Love of Centuries, expressing a passionate commentary about the conditions of the time and with an affinity to Buddha. The devoted one pours words from the heart to Buddha, the beloved ascended master, hoping for a reply, pleading for a resolve, wondering if there will be one.
Here to perform A Word with Buddha Stone Statue are associate members from Taikan, Formosa, or Taiwan. Yes, and of course, they're all vegan. members from Tactile. What a marvelous performance. Gayan Shin, a young talented vegan singer from South Korea, whose music instructors include Korean soprano Mikian Kim and tenor Antonio from Belgium.
This evening, she will be singing one of the poems from the Love of Centuries poetry anthology that has been set to music by Excellent Sue, a vegan musician and composer from South Korea, entitled Precious Stars. Let us welcome Ms. Gayang Shin.
별님들 별님들 어쩌면 그리도 아름다울까 영원할 수 없이 귀한 그대 세계를 장식하네 나 정말 노래를 전해주리 그대들 있는 곳에 눈부시고 황홀한 그대들 신이 만든 아름다움을 아무리 멀리 서 있다 해도 그대의 사랑을 느껴 하늘로부터 나의 지구로 퍼져오는 그 사랑이 별님들 어쩌면 그리도 아름다울까 세상에 그대 사랑이 느껴지네 그대 사랑이 지금도 여전히 빛나리니 그대들 있는 곳에 자유롭고 변함없으며 영원히 주기만 하리니 우리가 늘은 나약하나 그대들을 사랑하네 우리는 끝없이 노력하니 그대들을 안기 위해 아무리 멀리 서 있다 해도 그대의 사랑을 느껴 하늘로부터 나의 지구로 퍼져오는 그 사랑이 별님들 별님들 어쩌면 그리도 아름다울까 세상에 그대 사랑이 느껴지네 그대 사랑이 그대의 사랑이
A lovely performance. Thank you, Ms. Gayang Shin. Let's give her a round of applause.
Among our distinguished guests today is Dick Gregory. An African-American comedian, actor, author, recording artist, Dick Gregory remains one of the most influential civil rights activists, philosopher, anti-drug crusader, vegan, and advocate of healthy living of all time. Since 1961, he still uses his performance skills to convey his message on civil rights.
In 1973, Mr. Gregory developed an interest in vegetarianism and became a nutritional consultant. And since the mid-1980s, he has been a prominent figure in the health food industry for his advocacy of a raw fruit and vegetable diet, and by going on fasts, sometimes lasting upwards of 50 days. Mr. Gregory has been credited for introducing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s son to vegetarianism, who then went on to influence his mother, Coretta Scott King, to become a vegan. In 1992, Mr. Gregory initiated a program called Campaign for Human Dignity to fight crime in St. Louis neighborhoods.
Let's listen to some of his published books. No More Lies, From the Back of the Bus, The Hood Health Handbook, A Practical Guide to Health and Wellness in the Urban Community, Dick Gregory's Natural Diet for Folk Who Eat, Cooking with Mother Nature.
Mr. Gregory's many talents include his gift of laughter. Through stand-up comedy, he brings joy and humor to everyday life. Former President Clinton once commented, "I love Dick Gregory. He is one of the funniest people on the planet." We are honored to have Mr. Dick Gregory join us this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Dick Gregory.
Thank you. Let me first say we thank and praise God that we've all made it here safely today. I pray to God that your return and my return will be equally as safe. But first, let me just say I entertained all over the world. I've enjoyed it. But tonight was something special. Tonight was something special. That's because you're special, huh? You know, we sit and we think about, just as ordinary people, how do you change a planet that's been controlled by money folks and business folks? And I'm sitting here, I've been here 2 days now, and I don't know if you're too close to it to see it, but you bring something special in this room, and maybe to this city. I lived here for 25 years. I've never known 2 days in August to be as nice and as cool as these 2 days there. So I have to blame it on you. When you think about love and pleasantness, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about Africa. The biggest news going now is the starvation in Africa. I mean, think about the role you play. We're not talking about arming armies. We're not talking about fighting floods. We're talking about after all of the craziness have happened, you're the group that's going to be left here to feed the folks. Anybody can kill folks with guns and military and tanks, but with love. When you leave here, when this is over, and those of you that's looking all over the world, remember, you do count. One person with courage is the majority. Think about that. And so I say to Supreme Master, thank you. When I think about Jesus, when he was on the planet, everything we read that he said is hearsay. That don't mean it's not true. But the technology wasn't there then, that's here now. Jesus Christ never traveled within 300 miles from where he was born. And tonight, what you do here has gone all over the planet, interpreted in many languages. We hear people talk about, oh, the pen is mightier than the sword. Come on, that's obsolete. What that meant was you can take the pen and write, but with that you can only reach the reader. This here, the mic, is mightier than the pen, because with the mic you reach the reader and the non-reader. That's where we are today, huh? And when you think about the decent people, they just haven't been given marching orders. That's your job. When you think about how many people, when I walk in, and I've been knowing it for years, but to see that sign outside that talk about one vegan meal, huh, will save 3,000 gallons of water, huh? Think about that. One steak, in order to produce a pound of beef, you have to feed 16 pounds of grain. So we have it in our midst. We don't have to invent nothing. It's already here. It's your job to rechange, to reorientate the priorities. And then things will change fast and fast and fast. Oh, people don't understand you. They think you're crazy. What do you mean you're not going to eat no meat? Oh, what do you mean by that? I mean, when I used to drink a fifth of scotch every day, smoke 4 packs of cigarettes every day, my top weight went up to 365 pounds. They called me Brother Greg. When I got into veganism and they want to eat anything have to be killed, they call me a nut. A health nut. You know, somewhere. And please understand the importance of water. I didn't realize until recently, in America, more people die every summer from dehydration than all the people die in America from floods, from hurricanes, from tornadoes, and winter storms. Something as simple as water. And so I say to you, please understand what tonight means to a whole lot of people that's kind and nice, but nobody ever told them, if you give up that steak, if you give up this over here, if you give up that cheese, things will change automatically. I remember someone asked me, they said, you've been fasting for 40 years. What does your doctor think? I said, my doctor been dead 30 years. My next birthday, I'll be 80 years old. My wife, next birthday. My wife would be 75. We don't have a prescription between the two of us. Huh? So not only when you change into the vegan, not only do you help free up food for other people, my God, think what you do for yourself. Somebody asked me, say, you'll be 80 the next birthday? You look so well. How do you know when you're getting old? You know when you're getting old when somebody compliments them beautiful shoes you're wearing and you barefooted. Somewhere. And when you change that diet and you find that real love locked down in here, huh? Fear goes out the window. Huh? All of them little things that we think is just part of nature, fear, huh? Poverty. These things are a condition. The one thing my mother told me when I was growing up, you're not poor, you just busted. Huh? Poor is a mental condition. Huh? Busted is just a temporary situation. And so you have a job to go out and change these situations in the head, in the mind, somewhere. And you young folks, y'all got a big job to do, because a lot of old folks, they be telling y'all stuff that don't even make sense. When I was a little boy, we didn't have television, wasn't invented. You imagine how stupid we were sitting around the radio listening to a tap dancer on the radio? I heard some old folks the other day say, I don't know what's wrong with these young folks today. When we was their age, we didn't have to lock no doors. You didn't have nothing. When I was a little boy, we were so poor and hungry and raggedy, the best day we had in our house was Halloween. That's the day you could wear your natural clothes. And everybody thought you was dressed for the occasion. Oh, look at Richard, got on shoes, look just like feet. Huh? And I listen to people now talking about poverty. And let me tell you, we were so poor when I was a little bitty boy, the only time a rat was in our house, he was taking a shortcut to get across the street where there was some food. Somewhere, when you think about and fear. You know, we look at TV now, and so many people look at TV and identify with crisis, identify with violence, identify with... I got a cousin in Kansas City. He watched so much TV movies about violence. He got 27 locks on the door and ain't got nothing in the house. I said, boy, if somebody broke in here, they'd leave something. So somewhere, when you stop and think, we're going through all kind of transitions now. Oh, the banks is in trouble, the stocks in trouble. I know people I've been talking to this week that don't even know where the stock market is, but they scared. Huh? See, fear will do that to you. I've been married 53 years. Huh? 53 years. And when I first got married, my wife couldn't handle debt. Fear. Couldn't handle debt. When are we going to pay Sears and Roebuck? You act like we have some money. We don't have no money. And when I get some money, Sears and Roebuck is not my first priority. They knew I wasn't going to pay for this stuff when I got it. I walked in the house 2 weeks later. She's scared to death. She said, here it is, Sears and Roebuck, Sears and Roebuck. The final notice. I looked at it and read it, final notice. Thank God we won't be hearing from them no more. You got to stop letting people manipulate you into fear. It's a game. Well, 3 weeks ago, I was coming back from Europe, and the guy asked me, he said, Mr. Grady, people's losing their homes and all the foreclosures. How do you feel about that? I said, feel? Yeah, they took my house when times was good. You serious? They repossessed my Rolls Royce while me and my wife was in it. And she was so naive, she thought they was giving us an oil change. So, fear. You leave here and understand we have the power to change this planet. And don't let nobody manipulate you into believing that this planet is going to be destroyed. Only the universal God force that put this planet together will ever be able to destroy it. It don't need no nuclear bombs. It don't need nothing. Let me tell you something. If everybody left this planet today, within 24 hours, the rivers, the streams, the ocean would be clean. Don't underestimate the fact that somebody can scare you, that a bunch of evil old men and a handful of women can change this whole thing with negativity. No. All they can do is remove us. We can die from impure air. We can die, but once we're gone, it's just like your clothes. As long as you're wearing them, you can't clean them. Once you take it off, the cleansing starts. So let me tell you who you are. If you don't have a washing machine in your house, go to a laundromat and look at that washing machine. And then you know who you are. What cleans your clothes? What cleans that laundry? It's a little thing in it called an agitator. And when you leave here, know that's what you have to be, an agitator. And if you ever took the agitator out and put your laundry in there, all you're going to end up with is some wet, dirty clothes. It is that agitator. And we can be that agitator with love, not with fear, not with anger. You can't look at people starving and be angry about it, because that means you have already realized that you don't have the power to change it. We have the power to change it. And so in our meditation, as we sit through the meditation, think about not the hungry people starving, but see them getting up with smiles on their face and understanding that there's a love out here that can turn this whole piece around. That's our job. But you can't do it with fear. It's love, 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 and being lovable. And so as I sit here and say to the Supreme Master, thank you. Thank you for being here. First, we've always thought this was a men's job. We always thought, well, the men will come and save it. No. Human beings have no sex, have no race. When love sits in, you know what has to be done. We have the power to do it. And when I sit here and listen to that conversation on the couch, As long as I lived here in Chicago, I didn't know the importance it played when it comes to water. I didn't know that at all. And so somewhere, I can't swim. Him at 80 years old and can't swim. I'm sitting there listening to what they doing for water. I might go jump in the water tonight, huh? And so again, let me just say to you, we are changing this. And to sit here and look at the technology and this, what we heard tonight and what's going around the world, this will never be seen on all the billions of dollars that the corporations have. This, but it went around the world, and we didn't have to go to say, can we get some money to put this together? We did it. That's the power of love. That's the power that you have. And with the leadership of the Supreme Master who can bring groups together. And I hope that we can get copies of this. And I hope my brother and sister and your wife, I hope you can look and see what the world heard you say. Huh? Just ordinary people. Huh? You didn't come up here with an army outside. You come out here with you and your wife. Huh? And you sit. And once we understand how smart women are. You hear me? So somewhere, I just want to say how thankful I am, not just to be here, but to listen, to hear the whole conversation about water. You hear people talking about water shortages, but you all put a face on it tonight. You put a face on it, not only to say the planet is being messed up, but here's what we can do about it. And so for that, I thank you. For those of you who's here, have spent your time here, I thank you. And your message is getting through. I was here 4th of July when everybody was cooking ribs and eating barbecue and nobody won't hear nothing about no save the planet. And I got this old crazy cousin, he don't like to do number drink, cheap wine and stay high. I woke him up and gave him an apple. He said, is it organic? I love you. God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Gregory. Mr. Gregory, I'm wired up here and they keep telling me I don't smile enough, but you did that. You brought out the smiles, and we really thank you.
Grace-filled viewers, you have been watching Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for Part 9 of World Vegan, World Peace, A Conscious Choice, here on Supreme Master Television. Coming up next is a journey through aesthetic realms, right after Noteworthy News. May you be blessed with the sacred love of heaven.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/WOW1818.